Welcome, wrestling fans, to the 30th episode of B Pro Wrestling Show. This is the 30th episode of the Pro Wrestling Show, and I got a special treat today for everyone as we count down to the 2014 Royal Rumble. I'm going to be announced for the next couple of weeks. I'm going to be announcing some big Royal Rumbles that took place in WWE history that I will be doing, and it's going to be one word: awesome. So, let me announce that the 27th annual Royal Rumble will be Sunday, January 26th, from the Consol Energy Center in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. That's where this year's Royal Rumble will be held, and that's will be in a few weeks from now. So let's get underway, because I got some great stuff to tell you about on this week's broadcast on the 30th episode of the Pro Wrestling Show. Let's get started, shall we? I'm going to take us back to 1988, the start of the very first Royal Rumble. The very first Royal Rumble was January 24th, 1988, from the Hamilton Cops, Ontario, inside of the Cops Coliseum. It's one of the, I would say one of the great, concerts there are. But let's get started with the first contest. It was WWE Hall of Famer Ricky the Dragon Steamboat took on the late great Ravishing Rick Rude. A great match. Ricky the Dragon defeated the Ravishing one, Rick Rude, by disqualification. This match is the 2 out of 3 falls match for the WWF Women's Tag Team Championship. The jumping bomb angels. It was Norio Tatino. It's Zuki Yamagashi taking on the Glamour Girls, Judy Martin, Leonie Kai, with their manager, WWE Hall of Famer Jimmy, the man of the steps himself, Jimmy Hart. Your winners were the Jumping Bomb Angels, Norio Tano, and Izuki Yamazaki. Wow, I gotta tell you, that was a great match. Plus, that tag match was 2 out of 3 falls. And, okay, well, let me jump ahead one, and then I will be calling out the winner of the event. The next match was okay. Well, your winner of the 1988 Royal Rumble was Hall of Famer Hacksaw Jim Duggan, by eliminating the one-man gang. That was your 1988 Royal Rumble winner. The Royal Rumble was my favorite event in the wrestling business. It's one of my favorites. Now, after the Rumble match, it was the 2 out of 3 falls match. It was the Highlanders, Haku, and it was the Highlanders, Haku and Tamaya. Tamaya versus the Young Stallions, Paul Roma and Jim Powers. The Highlanders, Haku and Tamai were your winners in the 2 out of 3 falls main event. There were 2 main events in that pay-per-view of 1988. That was a great one. Now, it's time to go back to 1989. Excuse me. Just 1 second here. Let's go to the Wikipedia. Okay, guys, okay, I think I found it. Okay, I found the card for the second ever Royal Rumble. Some great matches took place on this one. I gotta tell you guys, the Royal Rumble is the biggest event in wrestling history. The first match was Hall of Famer, WWE Hall of Famer, Hatch Duggan, and the Hart Foundation, taking on Dean Bravo, the Ragu brothers. It was the best out of 2 out of 3 falls. Jim Duggan and the Hart Foundation were your winners from the 2 out of 3 falls match. For the women's championship, was one of the great matches. It was Rockin' Robin taking on Judy Martin. Two of the youngest divas in the early 80s. Of the mid 80s. But your winner of the women's match was Rockin' Robin. She defeated Judy Martin. And in singles competition, it was Haku taking on WWE Hall of Famer The King, Harley Race. Great, awesome match. That was a great match. Haku defeated Harley Race in that match. Okay, the winner of the 1989 Royal Rumble was Big John Studd. He eliminated the WWE Hall of Famer, the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, to win the Royal Rumble match. That was your 1989 card. And I gotta tell you, I love these Royal Rumbles because they're my favorite. And now it's time to go to the 1990 Royal Rumble. We're going back and we're going to relive some great moments. Okay, here we are. Here we go. The 1990 Royal Rumble. Every man for himself was the tagline at this event. It was held January 21st of 1990. Wow, 16,000 WWE Universe fans attended this, and this was in the Orlando Arena in Orlando, Florida. Some great stuff happened in that time. And we go to the results here. Okay, we go to to the dark match. It was Paul Roma taking on the Brooklyn Brawler. Everyone knows him as Steve Lombardi, but Paul Roma defeated the Brooklyn Brawler. In the next match, to start the pay-per-view, it was a tag team match. It was the Bushwhackers, Luke and Butch. They take on the Fabulous Ragus, Jaquez and Raymond with their manager, WWE Hall of Famer Jimmy Hart. Your winners of that was the Bushwhackers, Butch and Luke. Great match. In singles competition, it was Brutus the Barber Beefcake taking on the Genius to a double disqualification. That was the outcome of that match. There was no winner because of a double disqualification. Wow! In the 1990 Royal Rumble, there was a submission match. It was Ronnie Garvin taking on Greg the Hammer Valentine, the 2004 WWE Hall of Famer, with his manager Jimmy Hart. Your winner was Ronnie Garvin. And singles competition, it was WWE Hall of Famer Hacksaw Jim Duggan taking on the Big Boss Man with Dr. Slick. And your winner was WWE Hall of Famer Hacksaw Jim Duggan by disqualification. And your Royal Rumble 1990 winner, that's right, WWE Hall of Famer of 2005, the immortal Hulk Hogan. Last eliminating the late, great, also WWE Hall of Famer of, was Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig. I gotta tell you, that was a amazing pay-per-view for those who have watched it in the past. Some great moments. Well, that was a great going back, and I'm going to do that each and every week until the 2014 Royal Rumble comes in. Well, that's going to do it for the 30th episode of the Pro Wrestling Show. You can add me on Facebook at Mattman Nelson. You can also go back to watch all my episodes 1 to 30. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like my Facebook page, The Pro Wrestling Show. Like my Facebook page, The Pro Wrestling Show. And I will see you next week. This has been a special episode of The Pro Wrestling Show. The Pro Wrestling Show wishes everyone a very Merry Christmas. And I will see you right back here next week at the regular time next Wednesday. Merry Christmas, everyone.